The poison murder case.
I'm going to the theater now.
Bob Cooley told Professor Fordney at their club.
I wish you'd spend the evening with Uncle John. He's been worried lately.
Upon reaching the Cooley home an hour later, Fordney found the butler in an agitated state.
After ordering coffee, Mr. Cooley locked himself in his library an hour ago, sir. When I rapped on the door just now, he didn't answer.
The two men forced the lock and found John Cooley on the floor, an empty strychnine bottle at his side. The terrace door was open. After a careful examination, Fordney returned home. A few hours later, Bob Cooley entered his living room.
Thought I'd stop in on my way home. Don't you think Uncle John looks worried?
Your uncle, Bob, is dead. Strychnine. Your butler and I found him lying on the floor, but were too late to save him.
How horrible, Fordney. Why was the library door locked, do you suppose?
That puzzles me. Has your butler been with you long?
4 years.
Replied Bob, his head buried in his hands.
Well, you are a wealthy man now.
What of it? Uncle John meant more to me than all the money in the world.
I wish I could believe that.
Replied Fordney,
You'll need a better alibi than those.
pointing to the ticket stubs Bob was nervously fingering. How had Cooley aroused the professor's suspicions? Bob Cooley had aroused Professor Fordney's suspicions because he had recently asked Fordney to spend the evening with his uncle, John Cooley, which implied that he was worried about him. When Fordney and the butler later forced the lock on the library door and found John Cooley dead, the terrace door was open, suggesting that someone had been in the room shortly before. Additionally, Bob had been nervously fingering ticket stubs, indicating that he had been at the theater when his uncle died, providing him with a possible alibi. Unless Bob Cooley had returned home, after telling the professor he was going to the theater, he could not have known the library door was locked. The fact that he did, coupled with a strong motive, naturally directed suspicion to him. He inadvertently gave himself away. Error will slip through a crack, while truth will stick in a doorway. Sure,